In the frozen expanses of Greenland, buried deep beneath layers of ice, lies a secret that the US military tried to keep hidden for over 60 years. It's a story of Cold War ambition, a city built under the ice, and a toxic legacy that's now threatening to resurface. This is the story of Camp Century. Picture this. It's 1959, the height of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union are locked in a tense standoff. The US military, fearing a surprise nuclear attack, greenlights a top-secret project codenamed Project Ice. They plan to build a network of hidden missile launch sites right under the Greenland ice sheet, close enough to strike targets deep inside the Soviet Union. To test this audacious idea, they first had to prove they could live and work under the ice. And so, Camp Century was born. Publicly, it was sold as a groundbreaking scientific research station, a marvel of engineering designed to study the secrets of the Arctic. And in many ways, it was. Imagine a sprawling underground city, powered by a portable nuclear reactor, with labs, a hospital, a cinema, and even a chapel, all connected by a network of tunnels carved out of the ice. For a while, it seemed like a futuristic dream come true. Over 100 soldiers and scientists lived there, conducting research and demonstrating that humans could survive in this extreme, subterranean environment. The official story was all about science and exploration. The press marveled at the city under the ice, but the real purpose, the network of nuclear missile silos, remained a deeply classified secret. The plan was to drill thousands of kilometers of tunnels to house up to 600 nuclear missiles. These missiles would be on rails, constantly moving, making them impossible for the Soviets to target in a first strike. It was a terrifyingly brilliant piece of Cold War strategy, hidden beneath a blanket of scientific legitimacy. But nature had other plans. The engineers behind Camp Century made a critical miscalculation. They believed the ice sheet was static, a stable and permanent structure. They were wrong. The ice sheet is a living, moving glacier. The tunnels began to warp and compress under the immense pressure. The walls buckled, and the ceilings started to cave in. Within just a few years, it became clear that the underground city was not sustainable. The dream of Project Iceworm was literally being crushed by the ice. By 1967, the military had no choice but to abandon Camp Century. But here's where the story takes a dark turn. When they left, they didn't take everything with them. Believing the camp would be entombed forever in the perpetually accumulating snow and ice, they left almost everything behind. This included the camp's entire infrastructure, but more importantly, its waste. We're talking about an estimated 200,000 liters of diesel fuel, vast quantities of PCBs, highly toxic industrial chemicals, and something even more concerning, 24 million liters of radioactive coolant from the portable nuclear reactor, which they had removed but left its toxic legacy behind. They assumed Mother Nature would provide the perfect, permanent tomb. They thought the ice would keep their secret and their trash buried forever. For decades, it was. Camp Century was forgotten by the public, a footnote in the history of the Cold War. The files on Project Iceworm remained classified, and the environmental disaster waiting to happen lay dormant, 100 feet below the surface. Then came climate change. As global temperatures rise, the Arctic is warming at more than twice the rate of the rest of the planet. The Greenland ice sheet, once thought to be a permanent fixture, is now melting at an alarming rate. And as the ice melts, what was once buried is beginning to emerge. In 2016, a team of scientists published a shocking report. They predicted that due to accelerating melt, the toxic waste left at Camp Century could be exposed to the environment within this century, possibly as early as 2090. The permanent tomb was proving to be anything but. Suddenly, this forgotten Cold War relic became a very modern problem. The melting ice threatens to release a toxic cocktail of fuel, chemicals, and low-level radioactive waste directly into the ocean. This could have devastating consequences for marine ecosystems and the local communities in Greenland that depend on them. The discovery sparked a complex political and diplomatic issue. Who is responsible for the cleanup? The camp was built by the US, with permission from Denmark, which had colonial authority over Greenland at the time. Today, Greenland is a self-governing country. Is it America's mess to clean up? Or Denmark's? Or is it now Greenland's problem? This isn't just a historical curiosity. It's an environmental ticking time bomb. And Camp Century isn't the only one. The US military had several other bases on Greenland during the Cold War. What other toxic secrets might be lurking beneath the melting ice? The story of Camp Century serves as a powerful warning. It is a tale of how short-sighted ambitions and the secrets of the past can come back to haunt us in unexpected ways. It shows how our actions, even those taken decades ago, can have profound and lasting consequences for the planet. The Cold War may be over, but its radioactive and toxic legacy is just beginning to thaw. As scientists continue to monitor the site, the world watches. The fate of Camp Century is now intrinsically linked to the fate of our climate. Will we be able to address this mess before it's too late? Or will the secrets of the ice be released, creating a new environmental crisis for a generation that had nothing to do with its creation? The clock is ticking, and the ice is melting. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating and unsettling as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden corners of history. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this incredible story? Who should be responsible for the cleanup? See you in the next video.